Hey guys, what's up? Bruce Lear back at you again with another video. I know we've been doing a lot of Marvel Legends lately, and let's face it, this is the year for Marvel. Marvel's been killing it with Shang-Chi. They killed it with Venom. I loved Venom. I'm really excited to see what Eternals is all about, even though I don't know anything about the Eternals like all of us, but it's time to get back to my first comic book love, DC. Not gonna lie, guys, all this talk about Marvel makes me feel like I'm cheating on my wife. But yeah, time to go back to DC, y'all. And what better way to start it off with than with the DC Multiverse, Batman, Earth 32, and Green Lantern figures. Sheesh, this package is big. I think this is just about as big as the Dark Side packaging. You can see it barely it takes up my whole this background. It's so huge. Anyways, look at the front here. Nice window packaging with Batman Earth 32 and Hal Jordan Green Lantern. Yeah. And at the bottom, DC Multiverse. Shout out to Brad, DC Universe Geek. I love that guy. And we have Dark Knight's Metal on the side of the packaging. It says Batman Earth 32, Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. Right here. Here's the back right here. And of course, we get, I believe, that Shriek. Yeah, from Batman Beyond. Dr. Fate from Injustice 2. I still want to get that figure. I love Dr. Fate. And we got the Justice League figures and the unmasked Jason Todd. On the side right here, DC Multiverse. Top, it says Dark Knight's Death Metal. And you know how we do what we do, man. All y'all Brick Seek fans that are out there, there you go. So yeah, not much more to this packaging, guys. It is huge. But anyways, we are going to, of course, get this thing opened up, and we are going to figure out what these guys are all about. So stay tuned. Alrighty, guys. Wow. Okay, so before we take a look at both figures, we are going to take a look at their accessories. Let's start off with Hal. Hal has this boxing glove. Classic Hal Jordan right here. Don't know if you guys can see it very well. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, dude, that is cool. I didn't even notice it has the Green Lantern logo right on the top with a fist. So that is pretty darn sweet. And yeah, he does have his jetpack, which plugs into the back. Very, very cool, guys. And this is the Earth 23 Batman. He comes with a construct of bats. You know, we've seen this before with the other release. There was a single-carded release of the Batman from Earth 23. So, yeah. And they do come with this base. Clearly, this one has like a rocket on here. Clearly, this is supposed to be Hal's, and this octopus-looking thing that's supposed to be Batman's. Very, very sick, dude. It's hollow plastic, but it gets the job done. You get the point. And, of course, we can't forget about their other accessories. We can't forget about their, hold on a second, their baseball cards. Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. Good Lord, man. There we go. Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, Batman, Earth 32. So, yeah, very cool. And standard base. First things first, we are looking at the man himself, Hal Jordan. Holy crap. Dude. Oh, man. Mcfarlane killed it with this figure, man. Look at that head sculpt. That is like Golden Age, Silver Age, maybe 80s or 90s Hal Jordan, but it's like a classic Hal Jordan head sculpt. It just screams like superhero. I love the linings and everything. Kind of reminds me of like New 52, like Green Lantern. He does have a paint smudge. I don't know if y'all can see that. Does have a paint smudge on his nose. That does kind of suck, but it's not enough to make me hate the figure or anything. So from what I can gather, this is kind of the exact same. It seems like basically just a reissue of the John Stewart Green Lantern, just with a different head sculpt, and obviously the gloves are painted different. And they have different detail here too. Look at that detail. The John Stewart Green Lantern did not have like this little accessory right here. You see on the gloves right there, the knuckles, and of course Can't forget about the power ring. Nice power ring right there. And same thing with the other side. It does have some paint smudges right here, a couple QC issues. But again, it's not enough to make me hate the figure or anything. All in all, very nice figure. I am going to be comparing this guy and, of course, the John Stewart Green Lantern. So yeah, one other complaint that I have is you can see that the green is like a much like lighter type of green, and then it goes to like a matte green at the bottom. Basically breaks up the sculpt. I don't like that. I really don't like that. I know you guys probably can't tell when you actually get it in person, but on camera, it just sticks out like a sore thumb. And this is like a loose piece too. So that's, yeah, it is what it is on that one. But yeah, also I love the hair sculpt. Dude, yes. But yeah, anyways, we'll go over his articulation real quick. Head goes up, decent amount. The Superman and the John Stewart Green Lantern went up a little bit more. I know it's basically just like a ball peg. It's a ball hinge. So I would like it for it to go up a little bit more, but yeah. But the good news is he does have a really good torso. It goes back pretty far, goes forward. Mostly goes back. I believe that's to help with flying poses. If so, kudos to Mcfarlane on their part. I like that. And then goes 360. He does have a butterfly joint. Very, very nice. Be careful with it though, guys, because I don't know if it may bend or snap or not, so you never know, so just be careful with those. Go outward, 360, bicep swivel, of course, double jointed elbows. He does, even though it's a separate piece, this piece, he doesn't have like glove, like rotation right here. And his hands, they move down, they move up. Again, you have to kind of center it. So if you want like the shake of the dice type of movement, you got to do that. It really depends on how you center this hand right here, because this whole thing is just basically a ball peg. So yeah. And of course his legs, they move forward, they move out. Pretty good amount. You can get him doing the splits. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, no boot rotation. And of course his feet move up, they do move down. He does have pretty good ankle pivot, you know, and also this whole ball peg right here does rotate right here. But you can still get him into some pretty good poses. And toe articulation. Boo. So very, very cool. And taking a look at the Batman Who Laughs really quick. I actually like this figure a lot more than I thought I would. Even though it is a reissue, they did issue this single-cardedly. I believe it came with more accessories. Not too sure. But yeah, just getting a look. Man, dude. Very cool detail. I love the shoulder piece right here. This is sculpted in. This is not painted, y'all. The bat symbol with the Green Lantern logo over it, that is sculpted on. Very good detail. And again, same thing with the Hal Jordan figure. I don't like how this green is a separate color from this one. I really wish it was all just like one complete like chrome type of green. I think that's what I'm looking for. I really wish that this whole piece right here was just the same color. But yeah, that's just a minor nitpick on my part. I like the belt buckle right there. I love that. The boots are awesome. This is all sculpted in detail. Dude, yes. I love, love, love the boots. I love the way how they came out. Very, like, it's very, like, goth, like metal type of boots. It'd be cool if it had spikes underneath. Even though he doesn't have spikes, but still. These boots are sick, dude. They kind of remind me of, like, New 52 Batman. But, yeah. And the articulation, to be honest, it's much to be desired. So, he can't move up. That's the thing. I cannot get this guy to move up. I'm afraid that I'm going to break something. So, I'm not going to force it. He does move down. He does move side to side. Be careful with these tubes. These are connected. So be careful the way how you move your figure. His arms move forward and back. this shoulder, this piece right here, it does kind of hinder the articulation. So be warned of that. And they go in and out. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, of course. And same thing like the Hal Jordan. You know, it does have a ball peg on the... He does have a ball peg right here at the wrist, so you can do that, or you can turn it around, have the shake of the dice movement. That's up to you guys. So yeah, I don't even know what to call this. This is like, basically this is torso swivel. It doesn't go forward and back, and it just swivels right there. So that technically counts as a quote-unquote waist swivel. I don't consider it waist swivel. It's just torso swivel. Not bad, but I'd like better articulation, to be honest with you. And the legs move outward. They do move forward. He does have double jointed knees, very essential. No boot rotation. Same thing, up, down. You can rotate it wherever if you like. And awesome ankle pivot. And toe articulation. Yeah. So very, very cool. And I'm going to show you guys how the accessories work. Now, we're going to start off with Hal's accessories. So just like the Jon Stewart Green Lantern, you can just plug this in the back right there. And you can just put his boxing glove. The boxing glove is meant to go on this hand right here. It is a right-handed glove. So yeah. One thing to note, guys, be careful when putting it in because you basically have to like squeeze it in there. It's a very tight squeeze, and this is the part where, even though I love the detail on the glove, give me a sec to zoom in. Oh my goodness. This is the part where this piece right here kind of gets in the way. So be careful with that, guys. So you can squeeze that in right there. You can get some pretty cool poses with that. And taking it off, again, be careful. Because I was almost afraid that I was going to... Oh, it went out smoothly. I was about to say, guys, I was almost afraid that this thing was going to snap off. So be warned when putting on this boxing glove on and off. You know, maybe if you don't want to have it on there, or maybe if you don't want to put it on as frequently, then yeah, just be warned with that, guys. Now we're going to take a look at the Batman Who Laughs accessory. This one is just a basic accessory, guys. And I think it's the same thing as a single-carded release where you take these bats right here, you basically just wrap them around his wrist. I think something like that. I don't know. And yeah, there you go. Basically, you just wrap it around his wrist, pretty much, or around his forearm. So it's supposed to go something like that. I don't know. There's no peg or anything for you to stick it like on the side or like on this piece right here. That would have been pretty cool to make it look like it's coming from his back or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so that's kind of weak sauce. So on that one. And lastly, we'll take a look at the base right here. So the base does have a couple of peg holes. It has one right here for Batman Earth 32. And it has one right here. One thing that I do like is that they actually sculpted in like a foot to fit Hal Jordan's feet. I kind of wish that they would have done the same thing with this one to make it, I guess, easier to stand. But neither figure has a great time standing, to be honest with you. So if I plug in right here, say for example, okay, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. It goes right here. You see this little peg right here. So yeah, I try to plug it in. And yeah, it goes like that. So be warned, guys, because the figure may be a bit top heavy. Cause you see that? Yeah, the figure may be a bit top heavy, so you won't be able to get the best poses out of these guys. But if you can plug in like a Mafex stand or something in these peg holes, I think maybe that could work. But even then, that's a big maybe. And same thing with the Batman Who Laughs, you know, peg hole at the bottom of the feet over there. You got this little peg right here. And, you know. And that actually stands a lot better than Hal Jordan Green Lantern stand. So, yeah. It still may topple over. But you get the gist. Just do the best you can with what you have comes to these figures. And we're going to go ahead and get into some comparisons, guys. So I wanted to compare him real quick to the Jon Stewart Green Lantern. And Yeah, this is basically just the exact same thing as the John Stewart Green Lantern. The only difference is that we get different paint with this one, where this one was just like a solid black, but it blended in very well. This one, like I said, because of the different paint on both of these, this piece right here basically sticks out like a sore thumb. And yeah, they do have the same little this little sculpted in piece right here. The John Stewart Green Lantern has his. So let me zoom in real quick. Yeah, so John has his. Hal Jordan has his as well. His is kind of more warped. As you can tell, I don't know if that's because of the plastic or the packaging. I don't know, but it just kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. But yeah. And here he is standing next to the DC Essentials Hal Jordan Green Lantern. This was my favorite Hal Jordan Green Lantern for a long time. I don't know if I'm ready to replace that Green Lantern. The only problem that I had with this figure was that the neck was way too tall. That bothered me. This one seems just right, though. Like, doesn't it? It just seems like basically like the right size, the right figure and everything. I don't know, guys. What do y'all think? But either way, though, very cool. I'm very happy to see how far we've come from the days that DC Direct had the Essentials line all the way now to Mcfarlane. They pretty much have everything right now. And here he is next to the DC Essentials Sinestro. Oh my goodness, I still love this figure. The Sinestro figure and the Hal Jordan. This one really hits the geek factor. I can't wait to have these two fighting. Oh man, that's going to be so sick. And Sinestro, wow. I'm kind of surprised. The Essential Sinestro, does it stand just like a little bit taller? No, they're roughly about the same height. But still very cool. Very happy to see these two guys together. And to throw in one more DC Essentials comparison, we have the DC Essentials Superman. Still my favorite Superman figure. And wow, the Hal Jordan figure just kind of towers over the Superman. It's not like incredibly huge or anything, but it's still a bit taller. And I'm pretty sure Superman's supposed to be just like an inch taller than Hal Jordan over here. And real quick, for the Batman comparison, we have the Detective Comics 1000 DC Multiverse Batman right here. Still not my favorite Batman, but I still really like this Batman. It's not my favorite Batman. I don't really have a favorite Batman figure at the moment. They just range from good to okay. You know, but still just wanted to compare these two. And the Batman Who Laughs and the regular Batman is a little bit taller than this one, a little bit muscular too. But very cool, very happy to have both of these figures. Very cool to see both of them. And here they are compared to the DC Multiverse Justice League movie Cyborg. Warner Brothers, make a Green Lantern movie already. Make another one, I don't care. I know the Ryan Reynolds one wasn't the best. I still like that movie. You know, it's kind of a guilty pleasure movie for me. It's the closest thing to Green Lantern that we got in live action form. But yeah, just want to compare these three figures. Very cool. Cyborg is taller, as he should be. And one more comparison, guys. This may be a treat for you guys that were fans of the Mattel days. So, we have the DC Multiverse Jessica Cruz, and we have the other DC Multiverse Kyle Rayner Green Lantern, both from Mattel, back when Mattel had the license back then, before they gave it up to Mcfarlane. Just wanted to compare these guys right here. Very awesome to see these guys together. I really hope that we get a Simon Baz, and I really hope we get Kilowog. Oh, I love Kilowog. I really hope we just get more Green Lanterns, period, and maybe the Guardians of Oa. That'd be pretty sweet. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for the review. So overall, I love this 2-pack. This is a great 2-pack. So this is a great opportunity to get our first Hal Jordan Green Lantern. And if you skipped out on the first single-carded release of the Batman from Earth 23 right here, this is definitely a second chance at getting it. Really love it. Great articulation, great detail, everything. I have some minor scuffs here and there with the Hal Jordan figure. That's okay, not a big deal. So if you're looking to get a Hal Jordan for your Multiverse line from Mcfarlane, this is your best bet. I don't know if they're going to release this guy single-carded. it looks to be for right now that this may be your best bet at getting a Hal Jordan figure, especially if you already picked up this guy right here. Then you might not want to buy, you know, two of the same figure. Maybe you want to wait it out to see if McFarlane will make a single carded release of him. What I don't want, guys, this is what I'm afraid of, is because when they released the single carded version of the Red Hood figure, that figure was impossible to find. And it was available on the aftermarket and I believe in Canada, but that figure was just impossible to find. And of course, the scalpers jack up the prices. That's what I'm afraid of. I really hope that we get an abundance of these figures single carded, if they release them single carded, because we're getting them abundantly, at least in my area. I'm in Pasadena, Texas, and these figures literally just popped up like 2 weeks ago at Target, and I'm just like, oh, okay, better go pick me up that and the Mobius figure from the Marvel Legends Loki Disney Plus series. So yeah, so just if you guys are interested and if you guys feel like paying $40 for two figures, I'd say it's worth the pickup. You know, if you ask me, it's a steal because these figures single-handedly are like $19.99 a piece, $39.99 plus, you know, tax and everything. That's not bad, to be honest with you. That's a pretty good bargain. So, yeah. But that's just going to about wrap it up for my review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to see more action figure content, let me know. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content from me. Hit the like notification, the like and the bell notification, I'm sorry. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss a video. Hit like, comment, subscribe, everything, whatever you guys want to do. Share my channel and everything. So, yeah. And of course, as always, guys, what do I always say? Grow older, grow wiser, get right and grow closer to God. Don't be afraid to be who you are and never stop being a geek. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is Bruce Lira signing out. There.